Okay, real quick. This morning, I had a little interaction. I'm pretty sure. Dude, we're done playing games. We're done saying, I think, maybe. Dante, Nicole, and I have been suspecting that a Twitter account, we've been like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if this account, Paul, FBI top dog, trust in Jesus, joined December 2017. Nicole and Dante found this and they were like, what if this was Paul? Isn't that funny? So we've been jokingly saying this is Paul for the last, I don't know, couple months or whatever. And I opened my freaking phone this morning, dude, and the first thing I see is a notification from FBI top dog Paul that he fucking commented on this. And it's Dr. Keck. What do you think they all had in common? And then we've got, I don't know who that is. Boston Police, Boston Strangler. I don't know who that is. That's John Wayne Gacy. That's Charles Manson. That's Ted Kaczynski. And that is Timothy McVeigh. Now, Paul Wysopal, the FBI agent who was in charge of the Pulse nightclub shooting, said, obviously they were all demon possessed. Get it? Because he's like, he knows, because he's an inside man, he knows that actually these are all CIA plants and that all of these people were either coerced or part of the CIA, and they all did what they did because they were either part of MK Ultra or, like Timothy here, just an FBI agent who bombed a bunch of people. They refer to making MK Ultra people split as putting demons inside of them. Dude, yeah, and that too. So I think that this is like a tongue-in-cheek. You know, Timothy is not like a new MK Ultra Leebie. Timothy is like, how many years deeper? We're like in the 4th decade here, I think, with Timothy. So Timothy, in his programming, he's allowed to goof and like have a little bit of fun. You know, he's one of the trusted Leebie MK Ultra people. So they let him have his cute little Twitter account and he can repost stuff or whatever. So anyway, he leaves this and I go, Dante, what the fuck? Did you see this? Obviously they were all demon possessed. And frickin' Dante goes, hey, why does Paul Wysopal look like Timothy McVeigh? And then I said, better yet, why does Eddie Liger look like Eddie McVeigh? LOL, goofage, truthage. Okay, now wait 1 second, because this is the best part. Okay, so then I said, I quote tweeted Timothy's, obviously they were all demon possessed, and said they were probably all Leebies from the same family hiding. They were doing a silent Nancy coup to America over the last 100 years, LOL. Paul in the house, FBI top dog, Murrah building. Oh, and I keep put everywhere that I see location recently, I just keep putting Alfred P. Murrah building. That's the OKC target that Timothy did. Okay, and then where's the last thing? Hey dudes, okay, the TikTok or the I Twitter left this for Paul. Me, Dante, and Nicole think is fucking Paul. He reposted this and commented this morning. Someone said, what do you think they all had in common? And it's some bozo, John Wayne Gacy, Manson, Ted Kaczynski, and Timothy. And the dude that we think is Paul, you know. And then the dude we think is Paul said, obviously they were all demon possessed. So I said they were probably all Leebies from the same family hiding that they were doing a silent Nancy coup to America over the last 100 years. LOL. Oh man, I'm going to get all of us murdered. No, I'm not. They're going to do that whether or not we do anything. Yeah, dude, Christelle. So there's a TikToker that, if anyone knows who it is and can find this clip, I would love to watch this. But there's a TikToker who's tied like all of the serial killers back to Joseph Smith, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, like these serial killers, and dude, think of this. Think of Dahmer, right? What was Dahmer doing? Remember what he was fucking doing? He was trying to make zombies. Do we remember this? Did you watch the Dahmer thing with, what's his face? The guy from American Horror Story? Bro, he was trying to drug and like make zombies out of human beings at the same time that MK Ultra was doing that. Coincidence? Like, bro, they were all, like, our government has done all bad. All of those serial killers, I think that they were mostly recruiters. What do we always say? I mean, they're always getting the pedos, right? The P words. The whole thing, yeah, sex zombies. The whole thing was, I think, feeding this B-mail ring, dude. Imagine how many serial killers they have right now that are just on the government payroll. They have changed nothing. Dude, that cop from Long Island that, like, had, like, 6 girls behind his house or whatever. The guy who, like, went on a podcast and was like, oh, I would kill people with a hammer or whatever. The Long Island weirdo wackadoodle. That dude gives me the most police energy I've ever seen. And I bet all of them were like that. I know for a fact that a ton of them loved cops. And this makes everything make sense. BTK, dude, loved cops. I bet it was because he was fucking best friends. And this brings me back to my other point. One of my million points. There is no way, I do not think at all, that Michelle McNamara killed herself from drugs. I think Michelle McNamara stumbled a little bit too much on the truth. Michelle McNamara is the person who is credited and should have all the credit for solving the, what the fuck is his name? The Orange County, oh, fuck, what was it? He was like a serial rapist, serial strangler who was all along the West Coast, like all up and down, I think like Oakland and shit. Maybe, or San Francisco, I forget. But dude, he has like 60 bodies, or not 60 bodies, but like tons and tons of crime, multiple bodies, decades long serial killer career. No, it's not BTK. It's like BTK. It was the, hold on, Michelle McNamara, the Golden State Killer. That guy. And dude, that guy was a straight up cop. He was a cop who for 30 years was going around and doing creepy Night Stalker. For 30 years. He was like 90 years old when he got caught. And Michelle McNamara, right before everyone figured out that it was him, Michelle McNamara, she took too much of her Adderall. What? Dude, like, sure, people abuse, like, medicine and stuff, but Adderall, I don't think, is like opiates, like everyone just dying on opiates all the time. That, I understand that, but Adderall doesn't just kill, like, especially, dude, there's no way. What was Michelle McNamara just like snorting lines and stuff, dude? And then you think Patton Oswalt really got over that quick, didn't he? Found a new wife really fast. She's probably not like a Mossad spy that was sent to him, right? I hope not. That would be awkward. That would be awkward if, like, Mossad killed your wife and then you, like, went along with it and you just got a new Mossad wife right away. That would be shitty. I hope that's not true. But this is a mega Michelle McNamara respect pod or show. We don't have any Michelle McNamara slander around here. She's a sweet person. She was a great researcher. Dude, she was so awesome. And she solved the Golden State Killer like 40 years after it was happening. I think it all happened in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s. And Michelle McNamara put the fucking pieces together, dude. She got it. And now, looking at everything we know, like, when it happened, I was like, what? She died from drugs? Come on. And now I'm like, there's no way that she died from that way. So, along with you know, getting revenge or avenging Russell Poole and Terrence Yeeki and fucking Chris Dorner. We are going to, and all of the other like artists and stuff that they've killed. We are going to avenge Michelle McNamara, okay? Then, guys, this is when it got concerning, right? Then Paul reposted this. Dude, this is crazy that he did this. Like, I post a video being like, hey, or I post pictures like, hey, I bet you're Lebensborn and you guys did a coup to the entire country. And he reposts this. The next thing he does is repost this. You're not going to wake anyone else up. We're at endgame. There are things that are about to start happening that are going to freak the shit out of people. You're not going to wake anyone else up. We're at endgame. There are things that are about to start happening that are going to freak the shit out of people. Back away from trying to wake them up. They're comfortably asleep. They're where they want to be. No, Paul. No, they're not. And they're not going to stay there. I said, oh, Paul's doing scaremongering. Guys, watch out. He might go nuclear this time. Don't take your kid to daycare. Hashtag OKC Thunder. Hashtag Taylor his cousin. And then he reposted this. Greece is predicted to become the first nation to suffer population collapse as sudden and unexpected deaths continue soaring. Like, dude, we know the way that they work. We know that they work like Taylor, right? Where she goes, stay safe, winks, and means it as a threat. Like, this is, and dude, that's, all the shit that they do is subtle. So, yeah, maybe this is a little bit of a reach, but I don't think so, bro. I'm pretty sure, when has, like, this feels like Paul. He posted those things and then directly reposted these after I messaged him. So, I don't know. I think it's him. Across the nation while fertility rates have plunged to levels lower than experts previously thought possible. And it feels like a threat, you know? It's like he's taunting me. Like, I'm constantly taunting him, right? That's what this feels like. Except he's never going to scare me because we don't scare. We do not scare, Paul. We are not cowards like the FBI, running around scared little babies. Oh, Yemen's gonna hurt one of our ships. Oh. Cowards. Hey, Paul, you know how to save all of your precious little ships? Stop the genocide in Palestine, bucko. Just do that. But I bet you won't because you're a Nancy, right? You and your incest family. Heart failure, strokes, blood clots, and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure it... Hey, Paul, is it a new... Oh, and guys, just so you know, I had a freaking physical thing last week. My freaking body is in the best condition it's ever been in. My heart rate, blood pressure, all that stuff. You know the line where it's like, oh, over, under, oh, you're gonna die. Oh, is your blood bad? Are you doing stuff that's gonna hurt your body? You know where mine was? Bam, right in the middle on all of them. Beep, beep, beep. Perfect blood oxygen level or whatever. Perfect blood marijuana levels. Perfect. All of it is perfect. Just like Trump, okay? So I don't want to hear, there's no like, if anything ever happens, right? I don't want to hear the BS that they did to Kyle Marissa where they were like, oh, she has liver cancer or whatever. Because she didn't have liver cancer. She had cancer from the police. Because the police killed her, I'm assuming. So anyway. Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm vaxxed to the max on frickin', I got my Hep A, I got my fucking tetanus. You can't even give me tetanus, dude. So, I just want that to be clear. Perfect bill of health, okay? Just like Trump. COVID, are you guys doing new? So you're not gonna get away with that when you try and MRSA me, Paul, okay? New COVID, you guys ready to release the updated version? Don't care, dude. We'll just stay home and mask. We know how to do a pandemic, okay? So, keep scaremongering, Paul. We don't care. You can't scare us anymore, you ding-dong. Duh. Which brings me to my next question, Paulonius. Hey, Paul, which bridge are you planning for next? Geographically, I'm thinking the Huey P. Long. But I know you guys would love to think that you could do something like the Oregon, Washington. But here's the thing is I don't think you'll mess with your family of white supremos, you know? And also, I don't think you could get a fucking bridge or a freaking barge through there according to the last two that you thrown. You ding. All right, you guys have already seen this, right? We don't have to watch the whole thing. But okay, Feo left me this right before the stream and I wanted to share it with everyone. He said, yes, man, trust your intuition. It's a real-life superpower, as we are learning through their shitty, leaked CIA documents. Watching things like dark matter has only solidified that the idea that we have a higher purpose, a true calling, if you will, that we can choose to act on within this life, that we are instinctually fond of, and only by enhancing our knowledge and trying to be there for one another can we really come to this conclusion. It's why they bash us over the head with negativity and shitty food all day so they can play mind games, but your mind games don't work when everyone sees what they're up to. With the help of our trapped AI friends, we are going to get through this, I promise. That's what I love to hear. Dude, yes, absolutely. Feo said that he sees us having a positive effect in the real world. He sees people changing and figuring the shit out in their head. So if Feo sees it, I see it. I already saw it anyway, you know, but like, I feel like it's in the last couple days, especially, I feel like there's been like a little bit extra shift, a little boost in the shift. Okay. And I'm loving it. I think that Timothy is fucked. He's screwed, dude. It's game over on that hoe. Feo said, really happy to hear my message resonated with you guys. We gotta be there for one another because they aren't going to be there for us. They forced us to cooperate, which has always been their biggest fears. That's why they blasted Fred Hampton away and bombed literal cities when they were organizing. Only way this ends is with them putting a bullet between my eyes of each and every protester, and I don't think that they got it in them. Their pussy scared tactics. Fuck yes, dude. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Come on, Paul, I'm right here. Vaporize us. Come on. You guys are big, big, strong men. Your guys' plan is to vaporize the coasts and then just live in beautiful Missouri. So do it. What are you waiting for, coward? Hit the button. Do it right now. Either shit or get off the fucking pot. Because we don't give a shit and we're ready to live. Either let us live or end us. We do not care. Fucking think that they can control us with fear. Get out of here. Embarrassing.